Hello there, Holiday here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build solar panel cockpits. This is a dying art form in KSP, and lots of people are using fuel tank cockpits, which admittedly look very good. Now if you have no idea what I'm talking about, a solar panel cockpit is a cockpit made out of these things, solar panels. You can manipulate them to make some pretty cool things. On screen right now should be my P-51, Tempest, and etc. other replicas I've made with these kinds of cockpit. Without further ado, let's start with how to build these cockpits, because lots of people don't know how to make them, so that's why they've turned to the dark side, that is Oscar B fuel tanks. So, first thing you want to do is find where you want to build your cockpit on your plane. So I want to build it roughly about here. Now you take your offset tool and then hold shift and then just move it up as far as you'd like. I want the cockpit to be about this tall, so it would make like a nice little dome there. Now, depending on how big and how wide you want the cockpit, place the solar panels on using angle snap like this. Now, if you want a wider cockpit, you can lessen the angle like this, but in this case, since this is a pretty narrow aircraft, I'm just going to make the solar panels quite narrow as well. Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is place yet again more solar panels like so. Now if I can actually attach this properly, let's start off. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Right, now we've got solar panels here, and let's move it down to make this sort of shape. Now, if you want to make the solar panel cockpit even rounder, you can do more movement like this to get this sort of shape. Next, once again, more solar panels until it reaches the bottom of the fuselage there. So let's place them, shall we? Oh crap. Yeah, ignore that. Okay. Alright, so I've changed my mind on the height of this cockpit. I figure this should be enough. So, let's take the offset tool and just move it down a tad like this. Alright, so you're already half finished with this. So the next thing we need to do is grab this bit and hold Alt and just duplicate it a couple times. Next, what you want to do is do the exact same thing and duplicate this part, if I can find it. Oh boy. No, not that. This part on the other side. Now, I don't typically do these kinds of videos, so this is a little bit different now. Let's go. Alright, so now you've got something that looks really strange and really awkward. So what you want to do is get the rotate tool and start rotating away. So what I want to do is make this a little bit, angled, because it's a bubble cockpit. And there we have it. Now I think this definitely needs to go down a bit more, so let's just give that a try, shall we? So let's move this out using the local offset so we can move it a little bit better. And then, like so, use the local tool. I mean, rotate tool. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. And then do that sort of thing. What I typically tend to do here is either just extend the solar panels down, or if you want to be extra fancy, grab a Mark 0 fuselage and just have it like this, so you don't need to finish off the cockpit, but it still looks cool, I think, at least. Now, I want to finish off this back end now, so once again, very simply finish off this back end using the same method as we did before, and you can alter it to whatever shape you want. You can this is really simple. You can do this with any kind of aircraft. You can do this in any single way you want. You can make the dome as massive as you want even. Now I want this to just go down like this, a little bit shallower than the other side, as bubble cockpits tend to look in real life. Now once again, using the same trick I used at the back here, I'm going to use a Mark 0 fuselage and just move it in like so, and voila, we have a nice looking bubble cockpit, do we? Yeah, I mean almost. Let's just fix that so it doesn't look too ugly. There you go, there we have it. We have a nice looking bubble cockpit for a nice looking fine aircraft with straight wings, my preference, so yeah. Now like I said in the previous clip, at the start of the video, you can build all sorts of different kinds of cockpits. So here I've made the solar panels a little bit wider, so they're a little bit flatter and rounder. This makes like a more bubbly kind of cockpit, I guess, and it makes it nice and wide as well. I use this in my P-51, as you can see by the aircraft and by the name. Of course, this technique is not just limited to cockpits. Whilst yes, I did use it in a cockpit here, I also use it to make this really nice glass nose. This was built using the exact same way, only it was sideways. If you actually pick this up, hang on, I forgot where the root part for this was. Let us find it. There it is. See, if you really look at this, all it really is just a cockpit on its side. So yeah, you could use this technique to build whatever you want. Anyway, that concludes it for this video. Hopefully you help revive the art of solar panel cockpits and stop using these Oscar B cockpits, man. But these things, they can make nice looking cockpits, but damn, the color is off. So please support my cause, build solar panel cockpits, and yeah. I mean, I don't really have an outro for my videos, so goodbye.